Today we present the absolutely best after Thanksgiving turkey sandwich with stuffing, with gravy, with cranberries that will be the last one you ever make. And that sounds like you're actually not going to make another one after this. What I meant to say is once you make this will be the last one. Well, how can you say that the right way? This will be the
last recipe they ever need.
This will be the last recipe for the sandwich that you'll ever need. And we hearken back to a gentler time, a simpler time, a time back in the 90s?
Yeah.
For Friends, the TV show. This is actually, doesn't say Friends, it says frijoles in the same logo as Friends, which are, beans in Spanish. But I digress. There was a Thanksgiving episode where Ross had his sandwich eaten by somebody at the museum, his boss, I suppose. And he freaked out over it because it had those components. It had the cranberry, the stuffing, the turkey, but it also had what he referred to as the Moistmaker. And according to Ross, the Moistmaker is the middle layer of 3 that has been soaked in gravy. So we're going to do a version of that. And as I say that, I realize I'm holding a disgusting piece of paper towel in my hand. I'm trying not to show the blood. I cut myself literally seconds ago.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I just bought this because I like this. I saw this. I was like, I want that knife. Great. Right fucking before. And it won't stop bleeding. I may have to shoot this the whole time. I have tape. I should put the tape on. Who wants to see the blood? Put your hand up. If you want to see the blood, put your hand up now. Do you think anybody said yes?
Yes.
So we show some people?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to pull this off. I'll show you my fingertip. If you don't want to watch, count to 10 in your head starting now. Looks fine? Look.
Aww.
Just like that. You know what freaks me out? Somehow, somewhere, somebody just got turned on by that.
Oh, God.
You have to know that that's... Look, I left a job years ago and had lunch like a couple months later for somebody's birthday who was still at the company. So we're all sitting around and I'll make up this name and somebody goes, oh, blah, 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 something about Neil. There was like a little conversation. I go, what about Neil? And they go, you don't know about Neil? I go, no. And they go, well, apparently Neil comes home from work and puts on a full rubber suit. And not like a wetsuit, like you're going in the ocean, like rubber, like it's a sexual thing for him. And I immediately had 2 thoughts. A, I didn't want to know that about Neil. But B, why do I give a shit if that's what Neil wants to do at home? And I only bring this up to say that, hey, if you just got, hard from looking at this blood.
Oh
I didn't
my.
mean to say that. No, I didn't mean to say that, no. And I just bring this up to say that if you got turned on by blood on a finger, then, hey, good on you, mate. This has gotten dark way too quickly. Okay, so here's what we have to do. Look, let's look at the components and then we'll discuss. Here we go. So the components are leftover turkey, leftover gravy, leftover cranberry, leftover stuffing. We're actually starting here with the gravy to make it perfect to become the Moistmaker. Here we go, some heat. Okay, let's say for argument's sake you're using leftover gravy that's just okay and not that good. There's a couple things we're going to do to make it very good. We're going to add a little vermouth, a little. Just add a little sophistication to it. That's going to be great. We're going to add a splash of soy to it to add a little umami. We've talked about this before. Bring out the flavors, the savoriness of the whole thing. We'll throw in a touch of garlic powder. Well, it's so light it flew off the edge. And a little kosher salt and pepper. And then, Max, what will we do? We'll mix. Pardon my stupid finger. And then just let this simmer away. And we move on. By the way, I'm not saying that I just bought that gravy specifically for this episode, because why would I have gravy the day before Thanksgiving? I probably wouldn't, because I like to use the pan juices. But you can take shitty gravy and elevate it by just doing that simple little trick to it. Because stay there. Because if we taste it now, and by the way, just letting it simmer like that is just gonna get it a little thicker. That's some shit you can get behind. That's some stuff that people will be like, holy fuck, son. Just give me a bowl of this and a bucket of mashed potatoes, and I will be very happy to live for a few hours in front of a TV. Stuffing time. Oh, sorry. Shit. Stuffing, cold, leftover. Nothing special apart from the fact that it's stuffing and everybody loves it. Even bad stuffing is good to me. Like, I'll take a shitty Chinese buffet over most sort of slightly better Western food. The noodles, the bad orange chicken, egg foo young, all that. I haven't been to one for a while now. I want to go. I just had a moment there. All right, so the stuffing for this only needs to be warmed up, and the best way for that, Max, would be?
Microwave.
Of course. Nothing wrong with a microwave for heating things like this. We don't need it quite yet, but we'll get it in there and ready. Now the bread. The bread's important because you can't just use soft bread. You could. My mom used to make an open-faced turkey sandwich with gravy. It was delicious. The bread was always soft. The whole thing was amazing. But I contend, ladies and gentlemen, with my stupid gaff tape finger. God, why does it have to be pointy? But I contend, ladies and gentlemen, that a toasted, grilled, broiled piece of bread is going to stand up to the hardiness of the sandwich better than a soft piece. So we'll get our bread out. And this is a nice, this is a crunchy wheat, it says. Did you do this move? Here's your bread. The logical thing would be take the pieces right at the end. I go right into the middle because those are the ones that I like. Crunchy wheat. Sorry for the noise. That's some nice bread, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's going to go into the broiler to get a little toasty, but we're going to give it just a little butter. Just a little, not a ton. And only on one side, too, because both sides would be excessive. We don't want to be excessive, do we? So these will go onto our baking sheet and into the oven. And in we go, not too high. And while it starts to get a little crispy, we cut a tomato. So thin slices here that will look like this. Just need one layer of them, so perfect. Get rid of these. Let's check our bread. And when the first side is gorgeous, flip it over. Ow. Get a little color on this one. And while it is, we prep our spinach layer. Time to wilt. So we throw a little Chosen Foods avocado oil in our pan, and then a big handful of spinach. And over the next minute, that will wilt beautifully. Tiny salt and pepper. Almost done. Perfect. It's ready to go. Out comes the bread. We have one, we have two, we have three. Now we go. Ready?
Ready.
Here's how this goes. Little Japanese mayo, and we spread. And then a gorgeous layer of this spinach. Oh, God. I love wilting spinach, man. I do not know what it is, but I'm in love with it. Now some layers of turkey. Whatever your leftover nonsense is, this goes in. Then the stuffing. Now a couple slices of tomato, and that will look like this. I like to add a little kosher salt and pepper to the tomato because it sticks well. And now our Moistmaker layer. The piece of the sandwich, the component, the section that you could say makes this. At least it makes it in Ross Geller's eyes. So we take our middle piece of bread. Stupid finger, sorry. We take our piece of bread and in it goes. And we're gonna soak both sides because we can. Oh, and because we should, look at this. Whether this was just some TV nonsense, the idea that we're doing this makes me really happy. On it goes. So we get it in place. We're almost there. Are you ready, Max? Turkey. 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 Maybe one more? I mean, it is Thanksgiving. It's a turkey sandwich. How's that?
Perfect.
Now, 2 more layers. The cranberry. Oh boy. I know not everybody's a fan of cranberry, and I'm going to tell you something. In this adds the sweetness to the savory of the stuffing and the turkey, and it's essential. And if we're all comfortable and happy with what's been going on here, now it's time for the final layer. And let me just show you. This is the not buttered side, the buttered side. Not buttered side, buttered side. Which one are we going with, Max?
Not buttered side down.
Complicated, but
Toast
I
it
agree.
up.
I agree, yes, because it looks better that way. So we just give it a little love, a little push down. How's that, Maxie?
Perfect.
And we say, hello, leftover Thanksgiving. How the f are you? And it's time. Oh boy, is it time. So, I hate to do it. It's a fucking piece of art, is it not?
It is.
Look at that. Moistmaker layer. Here we go. How's that look?
Oh.
Does it look good? Look, that layer above the bottom bread could have been lettuce, but there's something about spinach that makes it even more savory. Turkey, stuffing, tomatoes, the Moistmaker layer, more turkey, the cranberry. And I'm telling you, I already said this, but if you're not a cranberry fan, I don't care. Just do it. Just freaking do it. I don't know how to get that in my mouth. I might have to cut it into another quarter, Max. Okay, here we go. Wait, let's just visit, shall we? Close-up gorgeousness. I'm gonna cut it. Just because then I can get a good corner in. I can get this in my mouth. I couldn't get that other edge in. Stupid finger. Wow. Oh my God, the cranberry. Do you remember when I said I know some people don't like cranberry? I was talking about me. I don't like cranberry, but I'm telling you the sweetness that it lends in here is incredible. And oh my God, that Moistmaker layer dipped in gravy. I think this is better than Thanksgiving. It's certainly way less formal. Holy shit. All right. Look, we want you to have a great Thanksgiving. We really do. Take your time, relax. You can do this. It's not that big a deal. If you go to somebody's house, take something good. It's not the time to, they say, hey, Larry, Susan, we bring a bottle of wine, and you go, I'll just get this shitty bottle down here. They may not appreciate it, but you'll know. You'll know if you take something good. Make the effort. It's Thanksgiving after all. Thanks for hanging out with us. And you want to stay tuned because we're giving away a whole bunch of cool shit for the holidays, like last year, but better.
And the Black Friday sale is going on right now.
Black Friday sale. Tons of merchandise. Max calls it merch. Well, that's so douchey. You can't get 2 more syllables out of your mouth? Tell them about the merch. No, I won't tell them about the merch. I'll tell them about the merchandise because I speak the Queen's English. Have a great Thanksgiving. Check out the Black Friday sale, and we'll see you back here again.